sad smiley 217. Women's hair was removed before they entered the gas chamber at Belzec, Sobibor, and Treblinka. But at Auschwitz it was done after death. 220. By the 6th of February 1943, the Reich Economic Ministry had received 3,000 kilograms of women's hair from Auschwitz and Maged Inc. 220. The hair was first cleaned in a solution of sal ammoniac, dried on the brick floor of the crematoria, combed, and placed in paper bags. 221. The hair was shipped to various companies, including one manufacturing plant in Bremen Blumenthal, where workers found tiny coins with Greek letters on some of the braids, possibly from some of the 50,000 Greek Jews deported to Auschwitz in 1943. 222. When they liberated the camp in January 1945, the Red Army found 7,000 kilograms of human hair in bags ready to ship. 221. Just before cremation, jewelry was removed, along with dental work and teeth containing precious metals. 223. Gold was removed from the teeth of dead prisoners from the 23rd of September 1940 onwards by order of Heinrich Himmler. 224. The work was carried out by members of the Sonderkommando who were dentists. Anyone overlooking dental work might themselves be cremated alive. 223. The gold was sent to the SS Health Service and used by dentists to treat the SS and their families. 50 kilograms had been collected by 8 October 1942. 224. By early 1944, 10-12 kilograms of gold was being extracted monthly from victims' teeth. 225. The corpses were burned in the nearby incinerators, and the ashes were buried, thrown in the Vistula River, or used as fertilizer. Any bits of bone that had not burned properly were ground down in wooden mortars. 226. Death toll. New arrivals. Auschwitz to Birkenau, May /June 1944. At least 1.3 million people were sent to Auschwitz between 1940 and 1945, and at least 1.1 million died. 7. Overall 400,207 prisoners were registered in the camp. 268,657 male and 131,560 female. 143. A study in the late 1980s by Polish historian Francis Piper, published by Yad Vashem in 1991. 227. Used timetables of train arrivals combined with deportation records to calculate that, of 1.3 million sent to the camp, 1,082,000 had died there, a figure, rounded up to 1.1 million, that Piper regarded as a minimum. 7. That figure came to be widely accepted. The Germans tried to conceal how many they had murdered. In July 1942, according to Rudolf Höser's post-war memoir, Höss received an order from Heinrich Himmler, via Adolf Eichmann's office and SS Commander Paul Blabel, that A.L.L. mass graves were to be opened and the corpses burned. In addition, the ashes were to be disposed of in such a way that it would be impossible at some future time to calculate the number of corpses burned. 231. Earlier estimates of the death toll were higher than Piper's. Following the camp's liberation, the Soviet government issued a statement, on the 8th of May 1945, that 4 million people had been murdered on the site, a figure based on the capacity of the crematoria. 232. Höss told prosecutors at Nuremberg that at least 2,500,000 people had been gassed there, and that another 500,000 had died of starvation and disease. 233. He testified that the figure of over 2 million had come from Eichmann. 234. In his memoirs, written in custody, Post wrote that Eichmann had given the figure of 2.5 million to Hose's superior officer Richard Glux, based on records that had been destroyed. 235. Hose regarded this figure as far too high. Even Auschwitz had limits to its destructive possibilities, he wrote. 236. Nationality / ethnicity. Source: Francis Piper. 2. Register thieves. Auschwitz. Unregistered thieves. Auschwitz. Total Jews 95,00865,000,960,000. Ethnic Poles 64,000,000,000,074,000,000. 70,000 75,000. Roma and Sinti 19,000,000,000,21,000. Soviet prisoners of war 12,000,000,000,15,000,000. Other European Soviet citizens. Byelorussians, Russians, Ukrainians, Czechs, Yugoslavs, French, Germans, Austrians 10,000,15,000 n/10,00015,000. Total deaths in Auschwitz 1940. 1945200002880,000,001,080,000,001 1,085,000. Around 1 in 6 Jews murdered in the Holocaust died in Auschwitz. 237. By nation. The greatest number of Auschwitz Jewish victims originated from Hungary, accounting for 430,000 deaths, followed by Poland, 300,000, France, 69,000, Netherlands, 60,000, Greece, 55,000, Protectorate of Bohemia and Moravia, 46,000, Slovakia, 27,000, Belgium, 25,000, Germany and Austria, 23,000, Yugoslavia, 10,000, Italy, 7,500, Norway, 690, and others, 34,000.
Yes, let's stop. I need to charge the camcorder. I don't like to talk about all this. I know about this because I have it in I have a high school degree, I have a history. I have read about it before, so I just like to read about it again. So it's 9 p.m. soon. Something wrong with my lamp, but the video splits in a few minutes. I need to go to the bathroom, I need something to drink. Then I will charge my camcorder, then I will try to finish later tonight. And tomorrow I will read about the Holocaust.